wisdom and experience, and they also go through unique health transition. And one of the most important transitions that women go through is menopause. The reason why we are here this afternoon. Nǹkan tí mo kọ́kọ́ sọ, òun náà ni wípé ó ti mọ́ gbogbo wa lára. A ti máa ń mọ̀ pé ọdún ìyá nìkan ló yẹ ká máa ṣe àjọyọ̀ ẹ̀. Òun náà la dẹ̀ máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Bọ̀ nǹkan ti wá ń yàtọ̀ báyìí. A ti ń rí wípé àti orí àti ọrùn ni wọ́n jìjọ ń ṣe papọ̀. Gẹ́gẹ́ bá dẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn ọkọ wa, àwọn ni orí wa, àwa ni ọrùn. Orí ò lè wà kó má sí ọrùn, ọrùn ò dẹ̀ lè wà kó má sí orí. Nǹkan ti ń yàtọ̀ báyìí torí pé a ti ń rántí wípé ó yẹ ká máa rántí àjọyọ̀ àwọn bàbá. So lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ká máa yọ̀ fún àwọn bàbá náà. So lénìí, a máa mọ nǹkan nípa nǹkan tá à ń pè ní menopause. Kí ni menopause ní Yorùbá? Ìparí ṣíṣe nǹkan oṣù. Gbogbo wa la mọ nǹkan tí nǹkan oṣù jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin. Nígbà tí wọ́n bá bí wa, tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dàgbà, tá à ń dàgbà, tó bá yá, a máa ní ọyàn. Wọ́n ń gún ọyàn. A máa ní ọyàn kéékèèké. Tó bá yá, ọyàn yẹn máa tóbi. Àwọn reproductive system obìnrin tó wà lára wa, ó máa dàgbà sí. Tó bá ti wá tó láti bí ọmọ ọdún 13 lọ sókè, a máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣe nǹkan oṣù. Nǹkan oṣù tá a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọmọ ọdún 13 yìí, tá a bá wá pé ọmọ 40 ọdún lọ sí 50 nǹkan oṣù yìí ó máa dáwọ́ dúró. Nǹkan tá à ń pè ní menopause yẹn. Nínú ara yẹn tó bá ń ṣiṣẹ́, I will still speak in English, don't worry. So nínú ara wa, àwọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe tí a fi ń ṣe nǹkan oṣù, tó bá ti di àwọn ọdún tí mo dárúkọ yìí, wọ́n máa dáwọ́ dúró, kò ní sí nǹkan oṣù mọ́. Bọ̀ kì í ṣe gbogbo ìgbà tí nǹkan oṣù bá dúró pátápátá ni a ti wọ menopause. Àwọn nǹkan míì máa ń fà á tó lè dàbí àìsàn. Tí àìsàn bá wà, nǹkan oṣù lè dúró anytime. Kò need láti dé age 40 sí 55 kó tó dúró. So today we understand what menopause is all about. We will learn about the stages of menopause. Kí ni ìpele nǹkan ìparí oṣù? Common symptoms that women experience. Àwọn àmì wo la máa rí ní ara wa tá a fi máa mọ̀ pé kíní yìí ó ti ń súnmọ́ o. Health changes after menopause. Tí a bá ti lè bọ́ sí ìparí nǹkan oṣù yìí, àwọn oṣù 12 tó ń jẹ́ ọdún kan tí tá a fi ṣe mọ́ rárá, tí ò fi wá tó fi pé oṣù 12. Tó bá ti pé oṣù 12, tí àwọn doctors ò dẹ̀ sọ fún wa pé àìsàn míì ó ń bá wa jà, àti dé ìparí nǹkan oṣù nìyẹn. It is a natural biological stage. Torí àwọn kan máa ń wò ó pé bóyá àìsàn ni menopause. Àìsàn kì í ṣe menopause, bí Ọlọ́run ṣe dá nìyẹn. Àwọn ọkùnrin gan wọ́n máa ń wọ andropause ní tiwọn, tí obìnrin ní menopause. Bọ̀ṣẹ́ mọ̀ pé àwọn ọkùnrin ò kì í ṣe nǹkan oṣù, so wọn lè sọ pé nǹkan oṣù ó dúró, kò ṣe. Ó ní bó ṣe máa ń fara hàn ní ọ̀dọ̀ titi wọn. Bọ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ tí àwa obìnrin, a ní ṣe nǹkan oṣù mọ́. Nǹkan oṣù yìí ó dẹ̀ gbọ́dọ̀ dúró fún bí oṣù 12. So the average age tí àwọn olùlera àti àwọn tó máa ń ṣe ètò ìmọ̀, àwọn tó máa ń ṣe research, wọ́n sọ wípé láàrin 45 and 55. So average tí wọ́n mú nìyẹn, ṣùgbọ́n ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ kó tó di 45 àbí 55, but the average age nìyẹn. Tá a bá ti wọ 45 tá à ń wọ 55 lọ, a lè máa ṣe nǹkan oṣù mọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣe mọ̀ pé a lè yẹ iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run wò, lórí a ti rí ẹni tó bímọ after 55, a ti rí ẹni tó bímọ ní 60 years, but ṣe mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run nìyẹn, kò sẹ́ni tó lè lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé kí ló ṣe jẹ́ o, ẹni yìí fi ṣe o. But nínú ètò ìmọ̀, láàrin 45 sí 55 òun ni a máa ń wọ menopause. Why will menopause happen? It is important to understand that menopause is not a sudden event. Mo ti sọ fún yín pé bí Ọlọ́run ṣe ṣe síbẹ̀ nìyẹn, kì í ṣe pé menopause kàn máa jí 20 ó kàn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀. Bọ́lọ́run ṣe ṣe ní ètò ayé wa, ṣe mọ̀ pé tó bá ti bí ọmọ ò lè rìn lọ́jọ́ tán bí, ó tún máa tó ìgbà díẹ̀, ó máa jókòó, ó máa rákòrò, ó máa rìn. Ṣe mọ̀ pé gbogbo yẹn they are natural events. So bí Ọlọ́run ṣe ṣe menopause náà nìyẹn, kì í ṣe yí pé bóyá miracle kan àbí nǹkan kan ó wà níbì kan. So ó máa wá díẹ̀ tí gbogbo ara fi máa gbà á. Torí àwọn oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tí ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀, téèyàn bá sọ pé ojoojúmọ́ bẹ́yẹn lèèyàn fi máa lọ sí hospital, ẹni ọ̀hún kàn máa pààrà hospital ni. Ẹ̀ẹ̀dẹ̀ lè dé hospital, wọ́n máa sọ fún yín pé nǹkan kan ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Èmi gan tí mo jẹ́ nurse, tí mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ lọ hospital, I don't like going to the hospital because tẹ́ bá mú nǹkan kékeré lọ, nígbà tán bá fi máa ṣàyẹ̀wò oríṣiríṣi, ló bá ti di nǹkan ńlá. Oorun tẹ́ ti ń rí sùn tẹ́lẹ̀ ló bá máa gbóorun lójú ẹni ọ̀hún. So tí menopause bá ti dé, a gbọ́dọ̀ ti fi ara wa sílẹ̀ pé a ti gbọ́ ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni mí, àbí kinní yìí ló ń bọ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀. So àwọn nǹkan tó bá ti fi hàn wá, ó máa jẹ́ ká gbà pé ó ti dé o, jẹ́ kí n gbà bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó natural, kì í ṣe nǹkan tí ó sudden. So all I've been saying is that it is important to understand that menopause is not a sudden event. Rather, it is a gradual transition, just like I said, pé máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ díẹ̀díẹ̀ ló fi máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ tán, during which the body adjusts to changing hormone levels. Kí ni mo pè Yorùbá hormone lẹ́ẹ̀kan o? Torí mi ni teacher báyìí. So ó máa change èròjà ara wa, torí pé obìnrin a ní èròjà méjì ní ara. Wọ́n ń pè ìkan ní estrogen, wọ́n ń pè ìkan ní progesterone. Méjèèjì yìí papọ̀, òun ló máa ń ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nígbà tá a bá lóyún, nígbà tá a bá fẹ́ fún ọmọ ní ọyàn, nígbà tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan oṣù. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ yí pé tí ìparí nǹkan oṣù bá ti wá dé, ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé ó máa affect èròjà méjèèjì yìí, à ṣe nǹkan oṣù mọ́. Dájúdájú nǹkan tó ń fa kí nǹkan oṣù ó ṣẹlẹ̀, ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé òun náà ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́. Tí ò bá dẹ̀ ti ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́, ó máa. I think I say it in Yoruba and I say it in English. You don't like it. So I can. No, I'm not using more of Yoruba. Okay, madam, no problem. Please, can you give me your attention? Don't be annoyed. Give me your attention, madam. So, why menopause happen? That is where I'm going to ask you a question, because you are not looking at me now. And you are the one that is complaining. So look at my face, because I will ask you a question. Why menopause happen? It is important to understand that menopause is not a sudden event. You know, I've been saying that it is a gradual process. It happens gradually. Then it will now happen. It is not something that will happen just in one day. It would have been showing you the sign that I'm coming. So, and when it is coming, I said you should look at your age. I said it happens between 45 and 55. That is the average age. But it can happen before then. But I said in some people, it might be due to disease condition that will make the menstruation to cease and may not be really menopause. So if it happened before this age, it may not really be menopause. But if it happens around this age, then we can consider it menopause. And it will not be just 1 month cessation of menstruation. It must be about every month for 12 months. So I now mentioned hormone. I mentioned that we have 2 hormones that are working with the women's body. That is estrogen and progesterone. And once menopause occurred, these hormones will stop working. We have them in maybe just fractional part of it left in the women's bodies. So during menopause, ovary produces less estrogen. Hormones levels gradually decline, like I've just finished saying, that the hormone level will decline. Several body systems are affected. As we are all seated there, as we are standing here, we have different type of systems in our body. And our system is different from men's body. It is these 2 hormones that works for women's body, estrogen and progesterone. So the several body system might be reproductive system, brain, and the way we react, the way we think. Some people, when they are in their menopausal stage, they will always fight. Any small thing like this, they are ready to fight. So you should look at your age. If you have been behaving around 45 to 55 and you are not menstruating again, and every little thing you react, it is the effect of the hormone that are not much in your system again. Then the bones, then the heart. Now, understanding the phases of menopause. Menopause occurs in 3 stages. We have the perimenopause, we have the menopause, and we have the postmenopause. It is during this perimenopause that the body is preparing to attain the menopausal age. And this one, what will happen in perimenopause stage is, your menstruation will be fluctuating. It may come this month, it may not come the following month, and you are not pregnant. If you check your age around this time and you menstruate this
Should
month,
you have any
next
question
month you
to
did not
ask, please
menstruate,
use the
another
comment
month you
section
menstruate,
judiciously to send your questions.
there will be
I'll
regular
forward it to
menstrual period
our
during
guest
the
lecturer of this
perimenopause
topic.
and stage.
Thank
And
you.
during the menopause, I told you, I said the menstruation will stop for how long? 12 months. Thank you. So when it has reached 12 months and you did not menstruate again and you are within this age range, it means menopause has come. Now, postmenopause. Postmenopause is the phase following menopause. Now you have attained menopause, during which women may experience long-term effects. In this stage, you experience long-term effects. Menopause has come. It is not a death sentence. You are still alive. You will learn how to live with it. On Sunday, myself and Mamele Rija, we were discussing I was telling her, I don't know what we discussed. And I told her I'm used to hotness of my feet, that it comes in the night. That during the day, I'm okay doing my daily activity, but when it is night, I will feel like dipping my legs inside cold water. Màmá ní, bó ṣe ń ṣe àwọn náà ní, mo ní, ṣé ẹ ti mọ̀ yìí pé nǹkan tí menopause tó máa ń dì mọ́ ẹrù pé it is much. And when you get to the hospital, they will write tests, A to Z tests. After doing all the tests, when the result comes out, they will come out with something. You yourself, you would have forgotten you are in your menopausal stage. And it comes with different signs and symptoms that you cannot even explain. You just have to live with this. Any day that I did not feel hotness of my leg, I will even, today you will not come. It's night, oh, I want to sleep. I'm not feeling it in my legs. That day, the day will just go like that. Maybe about 2 days after, I'll say, welcome. I know you are the one. So we should learn to live with all these signs and symptoms when we enter our menopausal stage. Nǹkan tí mo ti ń sọ ní àtàárọ̀, what I said, I want to say it in Yoruba, so you should not mind me. So when I'm on another stage, I will go back to English. Ní wípé ìdáwọ́dúró nǹkan oṣù yìí ó pín sí ọ̀nà mẹ́ta. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ menopause gangan àti lẹ́yìn menopause. Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ menopause ni nǹkan oṣù wa ó ti máa ṣe ségesège. A lè ṣe ní oṣù yìí, ká má ṣe ní oṣù tó ń bọ̀. A lè ṣe ká má tún ṣe mọ́. Ìyẹn ni pé ó ń palẹ̀ mọ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀. Bọ̀ tí menopause bá ti dé, a ní ṣe mọ́ rárá. Kádẹ̀ tó sọ pé à ṣe mọ́, ó ti ẹ̀ pé menopause ti dé, ó gbọ́dọ̀ pé oṣù 12 tí a rí mọ́. So lẹ́yìn menopause, àwọn nǹkan tí ó bá ti wá bá menopause rìn, a gbọ́dọ̀ gbà mọ́ra, a gbọ́dọ̀ fara dà á. Torí tá bá ní ká máa para hospital, oríṣiríṣi àyẹ̀wò náà máa ní ká ṣe. Tí èsì àyẹ̀wò bá sì jáde, wọ́n máa rí nǹkan kan níbẹ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣèyàn nìyí. So tí àsìkò náà bá ti dé, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbà bẹ́ẹ̀ pé ó ti dé. Now, what are the common signs and symptoms? Common signs and symptoms of menopause. Now, menopause has occurred. What are the signs and symptoms that I will notice to be convinced the menopause has really arrived? Number 1 is hot flashes. Hot flashes. That hot flashes, the heat will just come from nowhere that you cannot explain. And the heat will just be much that at times your dresses or your wears might be soaked, at least within that period. So hot flashes is an episode that can disrupt your daily activities. So you should prepare, because when others are feeling cold, you will be feeling hot. And the sweat, at times may be something you cannot even cope with. So don't think something else is happening to you. If you are within this age range and you have stopped menstruating, hot flashes is number 1 sign, and it can give you a lot of discomfort. Mood changes. I mentioned it the other time. Hormonal fluctuation can lead to mood swings, anxiety, kẹ́rù kan máa ṣàdédé báyàn láì rí nǹkan tó ń báyàn lẹ́rù. Sleep issue. In the night, you might find it difficult to sleep. So don't engage in taking sedatives. It's not good, especially when you have attained menopause. You might have issue sleeping in the night. You will just have to train yourself on how to be sleeping. Because if you keep engaging in taking sedatives, you are not helping yourself. Some women may experience irritability, anxiety, sudden mood swings, periods of sadness, reduced motivation. Àwọn nǹkan tí mo sọ ní ibí yìí ni pé àwọn nǹkan wo la máa rí tí menopause bá ti dé. Ìkan nínú ẹ̀ ni ara gbígbóná. Kì í ṣe ara gbígbóná pé èèyàn fẹ́ ní ibà o. Ìgbà tí òtútù bá mú àwọn kan, ìgbà yẹn ni ara tiyín ló máa gbóná. Àwọn sweat ńláńlá ló máa jábọ́ ní ara yẹn tó máa dàbí pé bóyá ẹ lọ wẹ̀ ni ẹ̀ sì nu ara. So hot flashes yẹn ò dẹ̀ ní sọ fún yín pé òun ń bọ̀. It may happen in the morning, it may happen in the evening, it may happen in the night. Just ẹ pa ọkàn yín pọ̀ pé hot flashes máa wá. Ẹ má lọ máa lo oògùn oorun lálẹ́ torí pé tí menopause bá ti dé, ó máa ń pa oorun sísùn lára. Lọ́dà pé èèyàn ò ní sùn o, kì í ṣojoojúmọ́ lẹ̀ ní sùn o. Ìjọ́ tí ó bá ti dé pé ẹ fẹ́ sùn. At times, ó kàn lè ṣe díẹ̀ and before you know it, you are fast asleep. Ó dẹ̀ máa ń jẹ́ kéèyàn kanra. Bóyá nǹkan tí ò yẹ kó bíyàn nú tó kàn máa bínú. Then ó máa ń fúnyàn ní mood. Maybe people are happy and you are just, withdrawn. If you check your age, maybe it is menopause that is affecting you. Then another symptoms is vaginal dryness. Vaginal dryness. This one is very common. Women come to the hospital to complain to us about the vaginal dryness. I talked about the two hormones, the estrogen and progesterone. These are the hormones that lubricate the vagina during preparing for intercourse. But at menopause, gbogbo ẹ̀ máa gbẹ fúrú ni o. So if you are not yet in that age, you should know. Then you should seek for medical advice on how you can go. Not that you should go to the hospital, kẹtùlọ́mọ àgbàkadì o. It is what we can do behind the closed door. There will be dry vagina. And when the vagina is dry, you might not even be interested in having sexual intercourse. And when you are in your menopausal stage, I say it is between 45 and 55. What will happen to your husband? Because your husband is not a woman. Though they enter andropause too, but men, they will still be struggling. That is when you will hear Baba Bangbesi. The place where Baba Fe Bangbesi is dry. What do? You are between 45 and 55. What will happen? And the Lord will grant all of us long life and good health. So we should prepare our mind. There will be vaginal dryness. And you will not want to have anything sexual intercourse. And no doctor will advise you that because you are in your menopausal stage that you should withdraw from sexual intercourse. It is no. No doctor will tell you that. No nurse will tell you that. Reduced estrogen level can affect vaginal tissue, and this may lead to vaginal dryness. Reduced natural lubrication. It is these two hormones that gives the vagina natural lubrication without even lubricating your vagina with anything. But now that the hormones are no more there, we will see what we can do. There will be discomfort during sexual intercourse. there will be burning or irritation. So in this presentation, I've already said you should seek medical advice. There will be sleep disturbances. You know, I've said that at the early part of the lecture. Women may experience difficulty falling asleep, frequent waking during the night. It has even helped me. By 1 a.m., I'm awake. So when I'm awake, I will carry my Bible. Or if I have any presentation or any classwork to do, I will do it. By the time I will do it for 3 hours, I will start feeling sleepy. So when I'm awake, I look at the eye, it's 1 a.m. This thing has woken me up. Oh. I would have had what to fill the gap. So instead of giving yourself a headache, that why menopause? Everybody will reach menopause. So you people should be thankful to the organizer of this program, so that those who are here today, you can pass on the message to others that are not here. So when you wake up, you cannot force yourself back to sleep. The sleep will have to come back naturally. Maybe you find something doing. If you don't want to read, you can pick your Bible, you can be praying. You can even turn that time to a vigil time. You can pray. By the time you pray for 2 hours, sleep will come back. Feeling tired despite adequate time in bed. And sleep disturbances may also be worsened by night sweat. Èmi ni mo máa ń gbé first níbẹ̀ yẹn. I sweat a lot. Even during harmattan, I sweat. I keep sweating all the time. So I've agreed that this thing, I even entered my menopause early because I had a major surgery in 2008 that made me to, induced menopause. So I was very young then. So me, I've accepted it longer and longest time. So, and I've been living with it and I've been enjoying my menopause. And I want all the women here to prepare your mind to enjoy your menopause. It is not a death sentence. If I did not tell you, you will not know. But people that knows my age and that can fix it with this age range, we know, this woman must have entered menopause. It is not what you carry on your face and you grow old early because you have entered menopause. Menopause will come. Whether you grow old or not, it will come. So it is better you keep your mind open for menopause to happen and for you to still enjoy your life till your old age. Now, there will be brain fog. I've talked indirectly about brain fog. That is, forgetting something, difficulty in remembering. Maybe somebody tells you something and comes back to you to tell you, didn't you remember I told you something? You might have forgotten. Not that you are doing bad to that person. It is because you have entered menopause. And these symptoms are always temporary. Not that it is all the time you will forget some things. Personally, I do remember, if anything happens 3-4 years ago, come and ask me. I will still tell you. So it is temporary. It will come, then you come back to your normal self. Night sweat. I've talked much about the night sweat. Now, what are the health implications? Health implication of menopause on our health. Our hearts. Menopause can increase the risk of cardiovascular diseases due to hormonal changes. So it is crucial to monitor heart health. Now, I'm telling you that the effect of lack of estrogen and progesterone can have effects on the heart. So you don't have to really trouble yourself any longer, because what can affect the heart has already happened. So you should guide your heart jealously. Take care of your heart. Then whatever you are not supposed to eat, especially fat. Women, don't let us imbibe the habit of eating too much fat, because it can accumulate on the heart. And this hormone that can work for us is no more there. So we should pay much attention to our heart health. Then bone density. You know, with age, even without menopause, with age, our bone becomes less dense. There is density now when we are still young, but as we are growing older, the density will become to be reducing. Now, when menopause now comes, the reduction will be more. That is when you see somebody above 60, while they fall, it takes time for the bone to get healed. So let us take care of ourselves. Estrogen and progesterone is no more between 45 and 55. Any little thing, somebody may fall. And when one is growing older, it is always difficult for the bone to heal as fast as we expect. Then the cognitive function. I would liken the cognitive function to, remembering something when they tell you, this is it. This, you might even keep something by yourself and you will still forget where you put that thing. Not until when you sit down and you start thinking about, did I go this way? Did I go that way? Then maybe that thing can bring it back to your brain. Nǹkan tí mo ti ń sọ látẹ̀ǹkan ni wípé èròjà méjì tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ń pẹ̀ látàárọ̀ yìí, estrogen àti progesterone, tí ó bá ti kéré nínú àgọ́ ara wa, ó lè fa kí ọkàn wa kó má ṣiṣẹ́ dáadáa. So instead ta fi máa gbé ìrònú pé menopause ti dé, ta tún fi máa gbé ìrònú yẹn sórí heart wa, kí ló dé tá àkókò fi heart wa sílẹ̀ kó máa ṣe normal iṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run ní kó máa ṣe. Àwọn oúnjẹ tá bá dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin, ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa jẹ oúnjẹ tó bá ti ní ọ̀rá púpọ̀ jù. Kì í ṣe pé ká má jẹ o, but ẹni tó bá lè ṣe kó má jẹ, it will be good for that person. Torí pé àwọn ọ̀rá yẹn orí ọkàn wa ni wọ́n máa lọ máa dúró sí. Tí ọ̀rá bá dẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù tó ti dúró sórí ọkàn, ó máa jẹ́ kí iṣẹ́ tí ọkàn ń ṣe kó kéré sí. Mo dẹ̀ tún sọ̀rọ̀ nípa egungun, pé egungun wa, estrogen àti progesterone tí ò sí lára mọ́, kò ní jẹ́ kí egungun wa kó ṣe dáadáa, kó dúró dáadáa bíi ti tẹ́lẹ̀. Ṣé mọ̀ pé bàbá ṣe ń dàgbà sí náà ni egungun wa náà ni ó ń dàgbà sí. Kò dẹ̀ ní kí dáadáa bíi ti tẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́. Ló ṣe jẹ́ pé tí àgbàlagbà bá ṣubú between that age wọ 60 lọ, ó máa ń pẹ́ kí egungun yẹn kó tó jiná. Then lórí bá a ṣe ń ronú, mo sọ fún yín pé a máa gbàgbé nǹkan, but kì í ṣe permanent gbígbàgbé pé a ní rántí nǹkan kan mọ́ rárá. On urinary system, there will be more frequent urination. A máa tọ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́. Then ṣé mọ̀ yí pé ìtọ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ àti tá bá tún mu omi púpọ̀ sí, ṣé mọ̀ pé tọ̀ yẹn ó tún máa wá pọ̀ jù. Bó ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí ó tún máa ń mú wa tá tún fi lè máa tọ̀. Ẹni tó bá ní diabetes, ó lè máa tọ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ o. But ní age range yìí, wọ́n bá tí sọ fún wa lọ hospital pé a ní ìtọ̀ ṣúgà. ó máa jẹ́ pé menopause òun ló fa ìtọ̀ àti bí èèyàn bá ṣe lè mu omi. Torí pé so many people you don't drink. How many liters of water have you drank today? Let me start from our president. Mommy, how many liters of water lẹ ti mu lénìí? Ṣé ẹ tí ì mu 500 mils? Pure water kan, pure water, one pure water is 500 mils. You have drank 2 pure water today. Madam, how many pure water have you drank today? More than 4. Please clap for yourself. You have almost reached the daily limit. Because in a day, the normal water we are supposed to drink is about 5 pure water. Yes, that is 2.5 liters. But if you can drink more than that, you are doing yourself more good. But most of us, maybe 1 sachet of pure water and 3 bottles of Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is not water. It's not water. You know, they have added so many things. So if we are talking about daily water intake, it is plain water that has nothing inside. So you can keep 1 empty bottled water to be measuring how many liters of water you are drinking per day. A bottled water is about 750 mils. So if you take 2, that is 1.5 liter. And if you take 4, that is 3 liters per day. If you can be taking it, it will be cleaning your system. Water is good for the body. It will be cleaning your system. You may not even have malaria. And how can you check your urine, whether you are taking enough water in a day? You will have clear urine closer to water. But most of us, if we go to urinate now, I wonder whether I will not send everybody to the hospital. Yes, because your urine will be yellow, your urine will be gold, and you will think something else is wrong with you. And nothing is wrong with you. It's because you are not taking enough water. So at menopause, let us form the habit of taking more water. And we keep healthy lifestyle and support. It is not a big deal to live healthy. Though we know things are very difficult, but that does not mean we should not eat. Because I know all of us here, we have phones. And if I check our phones, we will have data there. We will have call credit there. Why can't we put adequate food into our stomach? Let us take adequate food. What do I mean by adequate food? Enough protein, enough carbohydrates, enough oil, plenty of water, plenty of vegetable. Plenty water, plenty vegetable. Fruits. God has really, we have seasonal fruits. At least any fruit in season, you can be using that advantage to take fruits in season. Then occasionally, you can buy the expensive ones as time permits you. By doing all this, you know you are helping yourself. And let us watch our lifestyles, because it is what goes into our body that brings out sickness. Most sickness in the hospital, when they trace it, they trace it to what we are eating. And we don't have to be a wealthy person before we eat adequate diet. So let us watch what we eat during our menopausal stage. Then engaging in regular physical activity. It is not everybody that will have money to go and pay at the gym. In your house, you can do physical exercise. In your house, you can walk around your compound. You can walk around your compound at least about 5 to 6 times. Just make sure the activity you do bring out sweat out of your body. When your body generates sweat, it means your excess fat is being burned by that physical activity. And if you know how to dance, you can put your favorite music and you start dancing. You dance as if you are engaging in activity, not that you are in a party. Because if you do any exercise that did not bring out sweat from your body, it is not an exercise. Because physical activity supports bone strength, heart health, weight management, and mood stability. Ó máa jẹ́ kí egungun wa kó tún strong sí tá a bá ń ṣe regular exercise tí a kàn máa jókòó sílẹ̀ all the time. Ó tún máa jẹ́ kí heart wa kó beat dáadáa. Tí heart wa bá dẹ̀ beat dáadáa, ó máa pump ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ sí gbogbo ara wa rather than us sitting in a place. Then we should embrace stress management and mental well-being. Mental well-being is vital during menopause. Then we should not forget to pray. You know, as we are getting older and older every day, let us talk to God. God, make this old age peaceful for me. If you tell God to make old age peaceful for you, who is God not to give it to you? But if you fail to ask, you will just be struggling with menopause. And before you know it, one would have invited different types of diseases. You see some people at 60, at 70, some people will be telling you, do you know that woman is 70 years old? And the person is not using any drug. It's all these life modification that that person is using that makes the person to be looking younger. Looking younger, even at the menopausal stage, is a thing of the heart, and it is your choice. Even at my old age, I want to be looking younger and healthy. Let us imbibe the habit of telling God that God should help us to cope with all these signs and symptoms of menopause. Now, what are the medical advice? Hormone therapy. This, though I'm a nurse, but all these, using drug, using this, using that, I will not say I don't believe in it because herbs are to cure so many diseases. But if you believe in it, there are some drugs that they call hormone therapy for menopause. But if you are going to engage yourself in buying any drug, please find out very well before you start taking poison and you call it hormone therapy. You should seek medical advice. But at least it is good you have heard something about menopause and all that comes along with menopause. But there are alternative remedies. Many women find relief through natural remedies, such as herbal supplements and dietary changes. All these garlic, you all know all the hair, all these cloves, garlic, ginger, turmeric. But if you are going to be using them, you should use them in moderacy. You know, everything taken in excess has its own side effects. The reason why they didn't welcome herbs in the hospital, it's because it has no gauge. Yes. Ṣé mọ̀ pé gbogbo wa la mu àgbo rí? Because I don't know if anybody is here that has not taken àgbo, herb that, they will bring different types of leaves together and they will cook it. And, they will put it inside the cup. Some will be very dark as charcoal. And it has no gauge. And when you take herbs in high quantity, it will tell on your liver, because it is the liver that will detoxify all the poisons that can affect your body. So we will be over-laboring our liver. That is another thing. So if you will be taking the turmeric, the ginger, the all whatnot, it might not be on daily basis. Maybe in a week, you would have assigned maybe 2 days in a week. That maybe on Wednesday and Friday, that is when I will take this thing, which is okay. But when you are taking it, make sure you drink plenty of water. So there will not be accumulation of any toxins in your system. Then go for regular checkups. We blacks, we are not using to going for checkup, including me. I don't go for checkup. It's only when I'm sick. And even when I'm sick, being a nurse, I know what to take. So I do self-medication, but I'm not encouraging you to do self-medication. I do it because I know what to take. Before I go to the hospital, it means that thing has, reached this place that I cannot contain again. But occasionally, it is good. Maybe twice or once in a year, just go to the GOPD that you want to do a general checkup. But it does not mean you are sick, but just for you to know. And if you can't go to the hospital, go to big pharmacies, check your blood sugar, check your blood pressure. Those two things are very important, because majority of people going about with hypertension, they don't know. Not until when something is incidental happen and they find themselves in the hospital, and they now check them and see that they have high blood pressure. Effectively managing menopause, menopause-related health condition such as osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is the one that will make our bone not to be stronger again. It requires consistent monitoring and consultation with healthcare professionals to maintain optimal well-being and quality of life, especially if you have pains in any part where you have bone and that pain is not going. I will advise you to seek medical attention. It may not even have any relationship with menopause anyway, but what we are saying now is all about menopause. So if you are in menopausal stage and you are having pains within any part of your bone, I will advise you to seek medical advice. Now, when are you to see a doctor? Seek medical advice if you have heavy or unusual bleeding. Heavy or unusual bleeding. Then bleeding after menopause. It's not yet time for a question. Let me finish. Bleeding after menopause. We have talked about menopause. We have entered menopause. Now one day, one just woke up and you start bleeding. Nobody needs to tell you to go and see a doctor. Bleeding that has stopped for almost 12 months, and you just woke up one day and you start bleeding. Then severe mood changes. If your mood changes is becoming severe, you fight and fight and fight and fight it every day, and every day keeps running away from somebody, you need to see a doctor. And persistent sleep problem. If you're not sleeping, it's now becoming persistent. You know, I made mention of it that lack of sleep is not something that must be occurring every day. But if it is occurring every day, you should try and see a doctor. Then pain during sexual intercourse. That one is not normal. And I think menopause. Because of that, I must be having. So because of that, I must be having pain during intercourse. It is not normal. If you are having pain during intercourse during your menopausal period, try to see a doctor. Then symptoms of menopause before age 40. You need to see a doctor. You know, I told you it might be symptoms of some other diseases. It might be ovarian, it might be uterine, it might be any other disease. But if the symptoms of menopause is coming before age 40, try to see a doctor. Any medical care prevents complications. And as we all know, prevention is better than cure. If you know what to do for that thing not to happen, that is the best solution. Faith and community. We should find strength in sisterhood. We should foster connection, support, and resilience among women navigating menopause together through shared faith and experience. Like I told you what happened with me, between myself and my malaria on Sunday. So if you are in your menopausal stage, if you want to share your experience, you can share with me. At least I've attained my menopause and I'm not ashamed of it. So if you see what you think, I can't tell that person, come and tell me, I will not tell anybody. You know, I'm a nurse. We don't divulge confidentiality. We keep all what you tell us in confidence without discussing with anybody. Because at times, that thing might be killing you silently. But by the time you say it out, it might just be a little solution and you are okay. Some patients, when they come to the hospital, it might only be counseling that they need. And once you counsel them, they are fine. Some, you will use drugs, they use bags to carry drugs, and they are not okay. You might not be sick, but psychologically, if one is sick psychologically, it is more than physical illness that everybody is seeing. So people of menopausal stage, you should look for those that are in need. This is my experience. What can I do to navigate this? So embrace your journey of menopause. Menopause is not a disease. It is a natural stage in women's life journey. It represents a biological transition. I told you it is natural. It is God that made it so. It is nobody. It is a hormonal adjustment. I've talked about it. And it is a new chapter of life that you have to cope with. So you should prepare your mind to embrace menopause. Thank you for listening.
Now back to the audience. If you have any questions you want to ask, or you have something you want to add to what you are saying. Okay.
That's the reason why you should see a doctor. It is when you get to the hospital that I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. What I'm saying is just, a blanket and say
Not that I'm making reference to you. The person should seek medical advice. It might be a sign of many things. But when the person gets to the hospital and they analyze, they will investigate, and they will come out with the result of what is happening to that person, but it is abnormal. The reason why the person should go to the hospital. If the age that has not attained menopause, then the woman will need counseling. I mean the woman will need personal counseling. But if it is at menopause, what the husband can do is to lubricate his own penis before they come together. No, it's not the woman, it's the husband. But the husband must understand what menopause is all about. Yes. The husband must understand what menopause is all about. Even to a newly wedded couple that do come to us for counseling, that is what we tell them. We tell them, look for blue Vaseline, blue seal. So for the two of them must be with us. The husband must be there and the wife must be there. So that after some time they will get used to each other. You know, for a new couple that are just getting married, that are not used to but for the menopausal stage, that is what the husband should do. If the husband still wants to be enjoying the wife, because if the wife is having burning sensation and pain, she will not want to have sex. So the husband must help the wife, but the husband must understand the changes that occur at menopause. Yes.
Glory to Jesus. He said something, and I think it's very, very important for our women that we should find time once a while to go for medical checkup. I think it is very good. Àwọn obìnrin ó yẹ ká máa lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa jókòó sílé. Bó ṣe once in 2 years ni, because téèyàn bá ti ń bọ́kùnrin sùn náà, ní láti máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò ara ẹ̀. Ṣé rí ọkùnrin ó máa ń pẹ́ kán tó ní àìsàn? Àbẹ́ àwọn obìnrin máa ń kọ́kọ́ gbé. So I think it is important for we women once a while, if it is once in 2 years, go for medical checkup. Go and check up. Let them write various things for you. Find out money and do it. I think it's very, very important because I could. I also had an example. I always go for medical checkup, but that year I said I was not going. But my son insisted, "Mommy, you should go," and I went for that medical checkup. And in my urine, they said there's an infection, and I was not feeling anything. They said, "Mommy, your urine, there's an infection there." But èmi ò feel nothing. Tí mi ò bá lọ fún medical check-up, really. So for we women, we need it once in a while. Please, like our lecturer said, we need it once in a while. Visit the hospital, let them check you, so that we will have long life.
Yes.
Ìtọ́jú ọmọ kò easy. Ìbálòpọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin náà kò easy. Ọkùnrin can do it in many ways. Níbi tó wù. Àwa ló tún wá bá lé. It's true, àwa ló máa tún wá bá lé.
And it will not be written
at all. He can go around to various women, and he won't tell us, but he will come to you and have intercourse with you. Gbogbo tó ti lọ ló máa forí kò. Please, I think it is very, very important. You visit the hospital once a while for medical checkup. God will be with us.
CWO. Mommy, I really appreciate the talk. See, I will just ahead because the time we are about to choose this topic is God that enter our mom and say menopause, and everybody say okay, let's go. And after with what you just said today, I'll say that you made my day. And though I'm still small, but I have a question. Yes, she said that she was
still small
I don't shake my head. I don't shake my head. I will prepare for it. The question I want to ask is, the time you were mentioning those when to see a doctor, you said that even some people that have not reached menopause stage, they have the symptom. And the question is, like, we that have not reached that menopause stage, what can we feel that will make us to see the doctor that I'm having this and this is why I come?
in relation to menopause or?
Yeah, in relation to menopause.
But I told you, I said bleeding before age 40. If you are having excessive bleeding before age 40, or you are having irregular menstrual period before age 40.
Thank you.
Honor to Miriam.
So last month, we are in a family group. She sent all the way that she's having the pain all down. She's taking several drugs and now both waist pain, leg pain, back pain. During the direction of the answer, hope you are still having sex.
Hope you are still.
Having surgery at the hospital.
Okay.
She now feel that she just lost her husband. So after a year, she now entered menopause. Just after a year that she stopped having them. So she now advise her that don't want to know that when someone attains age of menopause, that there are some things that she forgets while having surgery at the hospital. That she now advise her that we that still doing our husband, that we should try as much as we can. Have sex with our husband, that it helps. That there are some things. Assuming her husband is around, once in a while, that she should still have sex with her, that it helps in the first that if the man is around, that this pain will not be as much as it is now. I don't understand that part.
And so what is your question? Is it if you are with your husband, what are you doing with your vagina? If you cannot have sex with your husband? Since she lost her husband, you know, losing somebody's husband can even make somebody to be having friends, time. You are not risking. Losing her husband is enough for her to be having different types of instability, mood swing, and everything. So in our own case, we can understand. But somebody that is with her husband, what do you want to be doing with your husband? So maybe but with her, we can understand her own case. Her case is special. Yes, ma'am.
Kódà menopause ni àní ká wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Kódà ó tún kọjá menopause, inú mi dùn gan fún àwọn nǹkan míì tá lè ṣe káfíńlì lálàáfíà yàtọ̀ sí menopause náà. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọ̀rá ọ̀rá pé ká má jẹ ọ̀rá púpọ̀ kó má di pé ó dì sí wa ní àyà. So mo fẹ́ kí ẹ tún ṣàlàyé ọ̀rá yẹn sí i. Mi mọ̀ bóyá ọ̀rá ẹran ni o, bóyá ọ̀rá epo pupa ni o, bóyá òróró kò yé mi tó dáadáa.
Gbogbo ọkọ tó bá ti ní ọ̀rá ká máa jẹ púpọ̀ òróró ká máa jẹ púpọ̀ epo ká máa jẹ púpọ̀ ẹran tá a bá fẹ́ ra ẹran ká máa sílẹ̀ sí pàǹtí tí a bá fẹ́ rà nọ́dà pé ọ̀rá pé ká máa jẹ rárá ó wà lára àwọn oúnjẹ tó yẹ ká máa jẹ bọ́sẹ̀ mọ̀ pé oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rá òun ló wà àwọn ọ̀rá kan wà tẹ́ pé tẹ́ ẹ bá rí báyìí tẹ́ ẹ fọwọ́ kàn ó ti máa le bíi àwọn ọ̀rá kan wà tẹ́ pé ó sì máa ṣojú tẹ́ ẹ fọwọ́ kàn kò lè le irú àwọn ọ̀rá èyí tó le ni kò dáa fún ara rárá ìmọ̀ ọ̀rá èyí tó dáa gan púpọ̀ yìí kò dáa fún ara so gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tí ó ní ọ̀rá ni kò yẹ ká jẹ púpọ̀ jù even carbohydrates la máa ń sọ pé ó ń fún wa ní energy púpọ̀ carbohydrates is not good tá a bá ti dé age kan àwọn ọmọdé ló sì nídìí carbohydrates protein fat fún àti dàgbà àti fún activities wọn sọ máa ń ṣe ó fi eyín mà.
Bàbá wa fún ó wá ní ká má jẹ tọ́kì ká má jẹ ṣíkù ẹlòmíì tún tálómi bá tó àtẹ́lì fún àwọn tá a bá fẹ́ jẹ tá a lè ṣí ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀yẹ fẹ́.
pé chicken especially frozen chicken máa ṣí ẹ̀yẹ yẹn kúrò torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ ní pé ní ẹ̀yìn ibẹ̀ ni àwọn ọ̀rá tí ò yẹ ká jẹ ìlú wà kò sẹ́ni tó máa ní ẹ̀wá jẹ kọ́kì ọ̀rá tó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀ ní
àwọn kẹ́míkà bá jẹ àwọn kẹ́míkà bá fẹ́ jẹ́ ká ṣí ẹ̀mí rẹ̀.
bóyá wọ́n sọ fún yín pé frozen bóyá wọ́n sọ fún yín pé frozen turkey frozen chicken. Personally, I don't like frozen chicken frozen turkey. When I want to eat chicken, I prefer it turkey. In fact, just that food is I love it. But check the price. I love that too. Wow. The other man, your skin there. Even there is no harm if you are given something that will harm you. You will not eat it. It's not compulsory. But if you want to eat frozen chicken and frozen turkey, remove the back before you eat. That's what we always tell our clients when it comes to madam.
Oh yeah?
Somebody told me that what caused menopause in time because you are not having sexual intercourse with your husband regularly. That is no.
Capital.
So that is what I want to know.
It's no. Tell that person no today. Go and meet for the person. It is no.
Is that it?
This is for a woman that is up to 15 something. The meeting boiling frequently.
How frequent? How frequent is that frequently?
Maybe 2 days. Meetings, maybe
Every 2 days. I will call that adult only. How can you meet every 2 days? Bonded, at least as an adult, if you want to eat egg in a week, 2 is okay. Yes, 2 is okay. But for our children, they can be taking head every day.
Ma,
2 is okay.
I don't know which one to follow. Because many doctors will say an egg
per day.
for us per day. So now you said it's not good. That one. Then second one, reaching menopause before age 40. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that. Because precisely I want to take myself as an example. I got to my menopausal age at 38. So after that, there was a kind of body pain every time, even when I want to sleep, I will feel it. My abdominal side got giving me a kind of pain. I went to the hospital. The doctor said it's the menopausal stage. But the abdominal pain that you have, you need to look for someone that you have been having fun with to relieve you. And that is what caused it. That not having sex can cause abdominal pain.
That one is true. It's true. But at any menopausal stage, before age 40, I have a friend that attained menopause at age 37. And she's still living her life. She's still alive now. And my auntie is still alive. So that is what some O&G doctors will always tell some people that are before 50, if they attain menopausal age and they have the symptoms of abdominal pain and all whatnot, you know, they are the ones that did that research. I've never done one, but I've heard this that it's because of not having regular sex. That one is yes. But that of mama is no.
Another question, ma. You said you should go on fruits more than any other thing. But at times they will tell you there are some fruit that you cannot eat when you get to 50. That we should do away with it because of diabetes. Like watermelon, pineapple, and watermelon, pineapple, and I can only vividly remember.
And you know, ma, if we are talking about fruit, you know, when you want to eat fruit, you cannot be eating pineapple every day. You cannot be eating watermelon every day. So you alternate it. You know, I said in Africa, we have seasonal fruits. You can go for the fruit in season. Mango is around, take mango. Orange is around, take orange. If you have little money, buy apple. Not that it's every day. Because somebody that is taking pineapple every day is inviting something else. You cannot be taking pineapple every day. You take it occasionally. Though it's part of food, but it's part of food that we can be eating. But we must not eat too much of it. Knowing fully well that too much of everything is very bad.
About the daily activities, you said we can be doing exercise at home. But some people doesn't used to walking around the house. What about the one we are doing in the kitchen? Cooking?
That is not an exercise. What you are doing in the kitchen is intentional. You must cook because you must eat. So it's not intentional. Whatever you do intentionally is not an exercise.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Because every day you must eat. And you will cook before you eat.
Thank you so much. I really gained so much today. Then I want to ask a question.
Hello?
Some of us doesn't sweat very easily. Just like my auntie has said, I think last week, 2 weeks ago, my son was telling me, you are saying you are doing exercise every day, you are not sweating. Even when I try to, I don't sweat easily like that. Does it now mean that I will continue doing it until
You will
like
eat until you sweat. And mind you, you are not fat. should not expect not to sweat. You are not fat. But those people that are fat and people that are in menopausal stage, whether they want to sweat or not, sweat will come. But you have to do vigorous exercise before you can sweat.
Yeah, I used to sweat. After that is night in the morning.
And some people are like that. And some people are like that. Whether they are skinny, whether they are fat, they will sweat. That is it. It is natural. Once it is not giving you any, it's even good to sweat. Because you are burning in excess.
I thought you raised your hand. No, one is.
We talk of checking our sugar level and our BP. And the sugar level, what is the limit? So what is the limit that your sugar level will get to? You know that it's not normal. What is the normal and the... It depends on what you are using to check it. You want to be doing it yourself? Do you want to be doing it yourself? So if you are not doing it yourself, if you get to the pharmacy or the hospital, they will tell you the limit. But if you do it at home, if your sugar level is above 7, you are in the midline of diabetes. Between 4 to 6 is still okay after food. After that is after food. Before food, between 4 and 5 is okay. But anything 8, 9, 10, they are entering diabetes level. But if you do it in a pharmacy, you know, they will tell you, your sugar level is normal. Your sugar level is at the midpoint. Your sugar level is high. So you will be told. That's it. How many packets? She's smiling. Why are you taking 2 packets? You have money. One is 500 naira. So if you want to take it, don't make it a daily habit. Don't make it a daily habit. At least in a week, you can take 2 bottles of soap. It's okay. It's not something you must be taking on regular basis. Because as one is growing older, you don't have to. You don't use it. Don't take it again. Don't take 2 per day again.
Are we done? Okay, on behalf of the CWO, I want to call on Mr. Taji to come and appreciate our right personnel and the little we have.
And all the women of this parish, both those of us present and those that will not make it, they are saying a very big thank you to our mommy. Thank you. Mommy, she has really lightened up life. Because some of us that are still young, approaching menopause, even though we are not in menopause yet, at least when it comes, we will not be scared. And those that are already in menopause, those that are thinking something else is wrong somewhere, with our lectures today, we know that it's not out. We say thank you for the time. Thank you for the lecture. Thank you for everything. We appreciate it.
Ọlọ́run wa agbé yín ga yìí Ọlọ́run wa agbé yín ga yìí lóko fún oore ọ̀fẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ tún fún wa lẹ́yìn Olúwa gba ọpẹ́ wa adúpẹ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tá a ti gbọ́ adúpẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tá a ti kọ́ Olúwa wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti ṣe bó ti tọ́ àti bó ti yẹ ẹ wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká lè darí àwọn ọmọ wa sọ́nà ẹ jẹ́ ká lè darí wọn kí wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó tọ́ àti eléyìí tí ò tọ́ àwa fi àwọn ìyá wa tí wọ́n ti ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ látàárọ̀ lè ní lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ìwádìí wọn mú ẹ wá ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ iṣẹ́ wọn ẹ má jẹ́ kó di iṣẹ́ oníṣẹ́ bí a ó ṣe máa lọ ní alẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká délé láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà ká tún lè pàdé láyọ̀ àtàlàáfíà lọ́la ní orúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa. Lónìí ní ewu àti ikú òjijì Olúwa rẹ̀ kàwálà lórúkọ Bàbá àti Ọmọ àti Ẹ̀mí.
Please, group picture. Don't control by. Just let us stay here.
Mommy, come and say. Every other person.
Thank you.